Hi, it's Jo. Welcome to this stretch and rest class on grace and strength, where we will work on our hamstrings and hips. In this class, you might want to have a strap and 2 blocks handy. This is a quick class, but it doesn't mean that we can't be patient in quick settings. Today's theme is patience, and I encourage you to spend time after this class to look up biblical references to patience. A few of my favorite verses are from Ephesians 4:2, Colossians 3:12-14, and Galatians 5:22. But let's get into our practice where we remind ourselves that it is often in times of urgency and time constraint that we can get highly impatient. And even though this class today is a short class, we can learn how to be patient with ourselves and apply it to others. Let's start. Starting in a comfortable seated position, bringing your awareness to your spine, soften the tailbone, knitting your ribs in, drawing the crown of the head nice and tall. Maybe close your eyes for a second and let the word patience sink in. Bring your awareness to your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. See if you can slow down your breath even more. Maybe counting to 3 on your inhalation and 6 on the exhalation. Slowly crack your eyes open. So grab hold of your strap and extend the left leg out to the side. Hook the strap around the ball of the left foot. Flex both feet and grab hold of the strap, holding onto both sides of the strap with your left hand. And we'll just slowly lean over to the left and spin the chest towards the sky. Nice. And if this is enough for you, what you do want to feel is a stretch on the inner thigh and on the right side of the body. If this is enough for you, you can stay here and just breathe into the space and breathing in patience. If you feel like you need more of a stretch and you can reach your left fingertips to touch the left toes, you can release the strap. Hold onto the left toes with your left fingertips. You might even want to reach your right arm up. Bend the elbow and grab hold of your head to give it support with your left hand. And drop your left ear towards the left knee, spinning your chest towards the sky. And learning to be patient with yourself. On each exhalation breath, see if you can let the left ear drop closer towards the left knee. Just ensuring that your right hip is not popping up, keeping the right side rooted down, feeling the stretch in the right lower part of the body, maybe even stretching down to the right hip and on the left inner thigh. Relaxing your facial muscles. Deep breaths in and out. Finding areas of tightness. Finding space in your body that you feel like is still not ready to let go. That you're still anxious of. Still trying to run fast. And breathe into the space. And as you exhale, just surrender with humility. If you've got your strap, you can slowly release the strap. Or if you're holding onto your toes, release and press your left hand into the mat and slowly rise up. We'll do the other side. So bending that left knee in ever so slowly, stretching the right leg out. Flexing both feet. Again, if you need your strap, hook it around the ball of the right foot, holding onto the strap with your right hand, keeping the left hip rooted. You might want to just pull out any fleshy bits to adjust or readjust. Stretching your left arm up, slowly lowering down to the right, and spinning the chest towards the sky. Bend the left elbow and hold your head with it to give it some support. Drop the strap if you need. Touch the toes with your right hand. And lower the right ear to the right knee. Again, just making sure you're not slumping your chest towards the mat, turning, so that you're feeling the stretch in the left lower hip, left side body, and the right inner thigh. Take one deep inhalation, counting to 3. Exhale, count to 6. Right hand presses down onto the mat and slowly coming back up. And now stretching both legs out to the side in a wide-legged split. So today this might be all you have, and that's okay. It's a stretch to stretch the inner thighs. If you just open up the legs to as wide as you feel comfortable enough that you feel is also on edge. You may want to grab a block as well so that you can lean your elbows on, support your chin with cupping your hands and supporting your chin with your hands, relaxing the shoulders, flexing your feet, and stretching the inner thighs like this. Or you may want to come down onto the lower height of the block. Or all the way down. Allowing everything to relax. And even though this is a slightly quicker practice, that it's moments of urgency and quick and shortness of time that sometimes really requires patience. Quick and patience don't usually come together, but may this practice remind you of that. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly pushing your body back up, remove the block to the side. And we'll slowly bring the legs back to center bit by bit. And then we'll sweep our legs to the side. For this next pose, we'll need the 2 blocks. We'll get into our half split to stretch out the hamstrings. So there are 3 heights to a block. You can use the highest height, the second, or the lowest, or not at all. So it's your choice. We'll start with the highest height. Keep your toes tucked. Just step your right foot forward, bending the knee, pressing the hands into the block, trying not to hunch your back. Straighten the front knee as you slowly wiggle your heel to the front and lower down. Bring the right leg towards the right hip socket as you press the left hip forward, finding nice level hips. In this position, this might be enough for you today. If you have it in you and you want to practice more of your patience, lower down, tucking your chin, finding spinal alignment, bringing your chest towards the shin. Exhale. Inhale, rising up, finding length in the spine, keeping the hips level. Exhale, lower down, tuck your chin. See if you can come down a little more. Keeping both feet engaged, flexed. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. And slowly rising up. If you want to experiment with a full split, we can start doing that. So coming down onto the lower height of the block, you're going to wiggle that back leg back. And the important thing about splits is to keep the hips level. So if today your hip is if you cannot keep your hips level and press both legs onto the ground, you can slide the block underneath your groin on the highest height or the second, whichever suits you. And the most important thing is to keep your hips as level as you can. And if you have the flexibility and the patience to slowly get into splits, you can slowly lower down today. And then slowly come out of it. Wiggle your heel and the back knee. Heel and knee, back into your lunge position. Grabbing hold of your blocks again in the highest height. Come back into your kneeling position with your toes tucked. And now stepping your left foot forward, wiggle the heel forward, 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 and coming down into your half splits. You may want to press the block a little bit more forward so that it can give you some more support as you lean forward. Keeping your left leg rooting back into the left hip socket, right hip pushing forward, finding nice level hips. Inhale, tuck your chin. Exhale, lower. Inhale, find length. Exhale, lower. And just be patient with your body. Inhale, find length. Exhale, lower. Inhale, coming back. And again, noticing any imbalances in your body. Bend your front knee. And then start by wiggling your back knee. Slowly coming onto the lower height of the block. Heel and knee into a full split, full expression of the split, however you feel comfortable today. Drop your shoulders down. Wiggle down a little more. It's just so long as your hips are level. Finding that movement where the front leg is pushing back into the hip socket as the back leg is pushing forward. And slowly come out of it. Heel, knee. Maybe coming onto the higher height of the block, coming back into a kneeling position. And today I hope that you have found length in your hamstrings and your legs. You may want to lie down and do a bit more meditation. I'm going to end the practice sitting up, closing the eyes with the palms facing up, and bringing your awareness to your breath. Again, slowing down. Just running through some verses for us to focus on. If my favorite ones again, Ephesians 4:2, talking about patience and humility. Colossians 3:12 to 14, how we need to clothe ourselves with compassion and patience as well. And of course, the wonderful fruits of the Spirit from Galatians 5:22. starting from the crown of the head. Just breathe space into all the different parts of the body. And drop your knees towards the mat, letting go of any tension that you have, and learning to be patient even when times are tight, even when the practice is short. Slowly crack your eyes open, wiggle your fingers. Take an inhale breath, breathing in deeply. Exhale, hands to your heart. Be blessed.